Hello everyone, welcome to the online course of Matrix Methods of Structural Analysis. As we have completed 2 units of this course, very first unit computational methods and second unit flexibility method. So let's start with unit 3 stiffness matrix method. So in this video, we will cover the stiffness matrix method introduction, the difference between stiffness matrix and flexibility matrix, derivation of matrix for bar and procedure of analysis of bar using this method. So here very first, that is, we will clear the basic difference of these two methods. Now the introduction of flexibility matrix method, it is already covered in lecture 1 of unit 2. So there we have discussed that most of the structures are indeterminate structure, and for any structure to analyze it needs the 3 basic pillars. The very first pillar is the equilibrium equation, second pillar is compatibility equation, and third is force displacement relationship. So if you consider any structure, indeterminate structure, so in real practice it has a high degree of indeterminacy. So there we cannot go by the conventional method because the large computations are required. So because of the development of computer programs, these matrix methods are very helpful, they are very powerful method to analyze such a structure with high indeterminacy. So flexibility matrix method that we have covered, we have completed in second unit. So from that method we can say that the method is a force method because unknowns are mainly redundant action, and if we remove those redundant action, the structure becomes a release structure, which is a statically determinate structure. So once we get the statically determinate structure, we can calculate its displacement. The compatibility equation can be written in a matrix form, that is called as flexibility matrix compatibility equation. And once we get the redundant action, we can find the remaining unknown quantities like shear force and bending moment. So if we compare this method with this stiffness matrix method, so mainly the unknowns here are joint displacement unknown. So if you remove those joint displacement, removing the joint displacement means what? That is, that support, that joint is made fixed joint, and the meaning of that it is means making the structure a restrained structure, which is also known as a kinematically determinate structure. All displacements are made zero. So that is what the restrained structure. In flexibility we make the structure release, in stiffness we make the structure restrained structure. So for that restrained structure, if we calculate its properties, forming the compatibility equation, writing the stiffness matrices for those structure, we get the unknown joint displacement, and from that we can calculate the other quantities. That means those quantities, they functionally depends upon the displacement in stiffness matrix method, whereas in flexibility the unknown quantity, they totally depends upon the redundant action. So now we'll see this stiffness matrix method for bar and truss structure in this unit 3. The remaining analysis of beam, frame and grid, it will be covered in subsequent unit number 4, 5 and 6. So very first, the stiffness matrix method for bar structure. So bar structure, that is a single rod structure, that is members of truss. So these bar structures are a one-dimensional structure which are subjected to only axial force. They do not carry any shear force or bending moment. So if you calculate the degree of freedom, that is a kinematic indeterminacy for bar structure, so it is 1 at each node, that is axial displacement. So if you determine the stiffness matrix for such a structure, for bar structure, so if it is a single element, then the size of stiffness matrix, which mainly depends upon the degree of freedom, it will be 2 by 2. That means total 4 elements will be there in stiffness matrix K. So here we'll derive this stiffness matrix for bar element, which can be obtained by giving the unit displacement one by one at each node. So that will be explained in next slide. Here, for that, consider stiffness matrix for analysis of bar structure. Here we have considered a two-noded bar. Node 1, that is written as I, and second node as J. So calculate the degree of freedom for this bar element. So for bar element, degree of freedom is 1 at each node. So at node I, degree of freedom is Ui, and at node J it is Uj. Ui and Uj are the axial displacement at node I and node J respectively. So to determine the stiffness matrix of this, let us apply these two steps. The very first step is let unit displacement at node I. So because of that, what will happen when we give the unit displacement at node I? Here, by giving the unit displacement at this node, at this point, so stiffness, the definition of the stiffness is what? The force because of unit displacement. So when you give the unit displacement delta or u is equal to 1 in axial direction, there it generates this force which is equal to AE upon L. So because of this force which is generated in positive direction at node I, it will at J node it will generate a force of AE upon L in left direction. Okay, so at node I, the stiffness, the force is also called as this stiffness which is generated because of unit displacement. So this AE upon L, it is the stiffness at node I in positive direction, and the stiffness at node J is minus AE upon L. Now the second step, that is let give unit displacement at node J. So at node J in positive direction, so because of the unit displacement given at node J, it will generate a force or the stiffness of AE upon L in right direction, and at I node it will generate in opposite direction. It is in right direction, this one it is in a left direction. So stiffness at node I because of unit displacement at node J is this minus AE upon L, and stiffness at node J because of unit displacement at node J is plus AE upon L. Now from this we have to write the stiffness matrix of this bar element K. So here the stiffness matrix, it will have 4 elements, K11, K12, K21 and K22. 4 elements, that is order of the matrix will be 2 by 2. So very first element K11, it signifies that the element in first row and first column, it is the stiffness at first node because of unit displacement at first node. So that stiffness, it can be written as this one plus AE upon L. The next element will be minus AE upon L, that is stiffness at second node due to unit displacement at first node, minus AE upon L. The second row, it will consist these stiffnesses. At node 1 due to unit displacement at node J is minus AE upon L, and last element will be this stiffness at J node due to unit displacement at J node, that is positive AE upon L. So these 4 quantities, they are written as it is here in this matrix. AE upon L, which is taken outside the matrix, which is common, and these factors plus 1 at node I, at node J in first figure, and at node I in second figure, that is minus minus in left direction, so minus 1, and at node J in second figure it is AE upon L in right direction, therefore it is plus 1. Write the associated displacement to each column and each row as UI, UJ, UI, UJ. So this is the stiffness matrix for bar element, which is a typical stiffness matrix which will be used in analysis of any bar structure. This is the standard matrix K equal to AE upon L 1, -1 and 1. So remember this. Now we'll see the procedure for the solution of numerical example of bar structure using this stiffness matrix method. So very first step, that is to divide the given bar structure into a number of members. After that, calculate the degree of freedom, total degree of freedom based on the number of elements of bar structure. Then whatever the number of members are there, for each member, for each element you have to write the stiffness matrix. Just now what we have derived, K equal to AE upon L, 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 and 1. So depending upon the properties of bar element, you have to write the stiffness matrix for each bar element, which is also called as local stiffness matrix. From that you have to assemble the global stiffness matrix. To that global, impose the boundary condition. After imposing the boundary condition, what we get is called as a reduced stiffness matrix, which is the final stiffness matrix for that whole structure, global structure. Then apply the equation of equilibrium, that is K delta equal to F, where K is stiffness matrix, reduced stiffness matrix, delta is unknown joint displacement, and F is called as nodal load vector. So this procedure will apply for the bar structure for the numerical example in next video. Thank you.